breaks free. 50, still on his feet. Takes it into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan. Wow.
LNK-TV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network presents Prairie Wolves football. Today it's the season finale featuring the Co-Hawks of Coe College and your Nebraska Wesleyan University Prairie Wolves. This game is made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU. Now let's take you out to Able Stadium with Jeff Moats and John Harris.
It's the season finale here at Able Stadium today as Nebraska Wesleyan welcomes in Coe College here on a very chilly but rather pleasant November afternoon here in Lincoln. Along with John Harris, I'm Jeff Moats. Glad to have you here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK-TV. It's nice to know that we don't have any major wind gusts like we've had the last couple of days, John, because that could affect this game in many different ways, of obviously the kicking and passing game. But one thing we want to point out today is that this matchup, heading into Game 5 between these two opponents going back to 2016, Coe College has got a 4-0 record against the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, that's true, and this is the day these 16 seniors want to go out on a high note, and what better way to do that than to beat Coe College for the very first time?
It should be interesting to note, of course, senior day here at Nebraska Wesleyan University. One thing about Nebraska Wesleyan, what they got going for them is their offense, number 2 in the conference. I mean, they love to throw that ball all over the field. So that's one thing that Nebraska Wesleyan needs to do today, in addition to trying to get that running game going as well.
Yeah, you want balance. You want balance in the running and the passing game. Romaine will be important today. Carter Terry, he throws the ball 3 times as many times as the opposing quarterbacks. 2,000-plus yards, 20-plus touchdowns. He's done a tremendous job. He has weapons in his arsenal with Mathis, O'Connell, Timms, of course, who's one of the top receivers in the conference. So it'll be a big day for him throwing the ball, but we got to have some balance.
When you look at Coe College, offensively speaking, they're right toward the top as well. When you look at their entire offense, one thing that they got going for them is their rushing attack. Number 2 on the rushing game for the Coe Hawks. And, of course, Alfonso Soko is their top running back. He is just 22 yards shy of hitting 1,000 for the season and leads the conference in rushing. One thing that they need to do on defense, though, against Nebraska Wesleyan is pressure the quarterback, Carter Terry. And Coe, with 3 of their players in the top 10 for sacks in the ARC, Nebraska Wesleyan just 1 shy of 30 on giving up sacks this season.
Well, the pressuring of Carter Terry will get him off his spot and so forth. So it'll be so important for the offensive line of Coe against the defensive line of Nebraska Wesleyan. Who will be the stalemate there? Who will get that done? And but if Nebraska Wesleyan defensive line can get the push and get those linebackers, that'll be a tough day for Sokol, and, of course, it'll be a tough day for Casey as well.
When you look at the running back comparisons between Alfonso Soko and Josh Romaine, this is how the numbers stack up within. There you see 978 total heading into this game today for Soko. Romaine just over 500 yards rushing this season, so there is quite a contrast there. And then the quarterback comparison, there's no comparison really when you look at the total number of yards passing this year for Carter Terry. Look at that, 2158 for the season, 766 for Casey, who is the starter now. He took over for Carter Matsky, who was a starter earlier in the season for Coe. So now it's Casey that gets the nod, and Matthew Walton will be his backup today. But when you look at Casey's numbers and the running attack that they got on offense, it's very balanced. Very balanced offense this Coe team is.
Well, they want to run the ball. They're 180-plus yards on the ground. They want to get that 200-yard on the ground. Casey's job is not to sling the rock like Carter Terry. His job is to manage, be effective in the short passing game, and so forth. But their bread and butter is Soko. On the other side, Romaine has to be serviceable, Jeff. 60, 75, 80 yards. If we can get that out of him, that'll take some of the pressure off of Terry and give him the opportunity to get the ball downfield to the guys he want to throw the ball to.
Senior day here at Nebraska Wesleyan should be fun here. The Prairie Wolves looking to close out the 2021 campaign with a win again on Senior Day. Let's see if they can do it and get their first victory against the Coe Hawks and the Prairie Wolves. They're coming up next right here on LNK-TV and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences, designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.
Back here at Able Stadium on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network, and guess who we got here? Dale Johnson's biggest fan.
Dale Johnson's biggest fan, and you all know that it is a World Kindness Day, but there's no kindness to be shown to Coe College here today. You see this? Hey, just call me up. You can have one for yourself. Look at that mug on there. Look at that mug.
That's John Harris. I'm Jeff Moats. Glad to have you here as we get ready for kickoff. We'll get your current conditions here in just a moment as Coe will kick away.
Keep listening, fans. Don't turn it off yet. Don't turn us off yet.
Kicking away will be Evan Ellis, the senior for Coe. And here is the deep end over in boot as Guzman will pick it up right at the goal line. He'll return it and cut out toward the 10. And tries to work his way back in, and he's going to be stopped at the 15-yard line for a 15-yard return.
Yeah, good coverage. There was some question about whether he would bring it back out. Guzman, he's done a great job on kick returns. Sometimes it looks like he's going to take one to the house, and so he believes in himself. Obviously, Coach Keller's okay with him not calling the fair catch. There's the flag. Look at that.
42 degrees overcast, wind out of the south-southwest. At about 10 miles per hour, there could be a passing shower today as well.
Not a bad day for football if you're on the field. If you're standing on the sideline, it can get a little nippy.
And so Carter Terry will work out of the pistol formation. And he'll go with a quick drop back pass. It is complete at the 19, past the 20, up to about the 25-yard line. Catch made that time by Isaac Dennell. And let's see the offensive starters here for Nebraska Wesleyan. There's Terry, Romaine, O'Connell, Timms, Mathis, Holman, Adams, Davis, Nayberg, Weaver, and Brown making up that offensive setup here for Nebraska Wesleyan.
And that's just a route we call the sit-down. You just go and you sit, and there's your defensive starters.
There you see Jackson and among others there, Atchison, Henderson, Lopez, among others that make up that defensive scheme and setup here for Coe.
And we're hoping their defensive backs have a busy day.
Counter it here as they go Romaine on the handoff, who tries to push his way past the 30. They're going to give him forward progress to the 31-yard line, so about a 3-yard pickup on the play there for Josh Romaine.
And again, we said Romaine's job today is to be serviceable as the offensive line opens up the holes for him. He got to hit that hole and then keep those legs moving. He's a strong guy. Not very elusive in terms of the jitterbug type of running back, but north and south, that's what we want him to do.
So we'll go second, and we'll call it 8. Second and 7. They'll go onto the I formation, a little play action rollout.
Got 2 men open there.
Terry going to look to scramble here. Past the far side, and it's going to be knocked away. Incomplete that time. Good defense. Anthony Bullard was the one that knocked it away from the intended receiver, David O'Connell.
Great job on the scramble drill. And O'Connell's just trying to get it downfield. And again, that's the pressure we're talking about. Not necessarily a sack, Jeff. Big number 95 after him, got him off his spot, and now we're just trying to make a play. We're out in the backyard, going to throw it deep and see if we can find some magic.
Cam Elam was the guy that was pursuing Carter Terry. Elam, the defensive tackle for Coe.
And with the wind, that ball's going to hang up just a little bit. It's also cold, and so you may not have as much accuracy as with a warm ball.
Flags come out here as Terry eludes the tackle. Quick toss over the middle, and enough for a first down past the 40 to about the 41-yard line. And I believe that ball was caught by Caden Ewald, the tight end.
Let's see what we have here. Yeah, that's going to be on the defense, Jeff. Most likely.
There you see the head-to-head stats. It is offsides. And so the Prairie Wolves will sustain the drive. Look at the rushing yards. No question. That's heavily in favor of Coe.
Oh, boy. And they are going to lean on that with SoCo big time. And so that's good that Wesleyan has the offensive possession right now. Got to get on the board, get some points. Special teams, and particularly the field goal kicker, will be key here today, particularly going north to south.
Leonard split at the bottom of your screen at the top. It's David O'Connell. So they work out of the I formation, and Romaine found a crease and got up to the 44-yard line in that pickup of 3.
And 44 made the tackle. Lopez drove him to the ground. But, again, that's a nice pickup on first down. That gives you a number of options on second down if you can, make some hay on first down. And Romaine off left side does a good job there. And, again, this offensive line line against the co-defensive line. Critical today that they get off the ball.
2 receivers each side here for Carter Terry. This is 2nd and 7, working from their own 44. Terry got somebody down there. It's O'Connell who makes a catch at the 34. All the way down inside for a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. That is awesome. 56 yards. And what he high-pointed it, Jeff. What a tremendous job of catching the ball right at the top as they go through their animated celebration there. Surprised they didn't get a flag there, but that's a great job by O'Connell going high for the ball. Terry found him behind the cornerback in front of the safety. He goes high, points it, and now it's off to the races. He's not going to get him. Touchdown all the way home.
And the point after attempt is up, and it is good with 12:21 remaining here. And a big pass play, 56 yards into the end zone for David O'Connell, and the Prairie Wolves strike first as they lead it 7-0. Now the Prairie Wolf faithful enjoying that 56-yard touchdown catch. David O'Connell hauls it in off that pass from Carter Terry. Folks bundled up here at Able Stadium today. 7-0 our score in favor of the Prairie Wolves.
And you want that, Jeff. You got to get that score because they want to have ball control, so they want to limit your possessions.
Picked up at the 16 here by Coe College. Dominic Shepardson works his way up to about the 30-yard line. Get him to about the 31, it looks like. That's where Coe will take over and begin their first offensive sequence of the afternoon. Again, the quarterback today is going to be Nick Casey. And Carter Maskey was a guy that was a starter earlier in the year. He's a sophomore from Waterloo. And Casey is a junior from Ryan, Iowa. And we'll get the start. There you see Nick Casey on the screen. They'll send a man in motion here as they work out of the pistol setup here. Casey's going to look to throw here on 1st and 10. Got somebody upfield, caught at the 38 of Wesleyan. Reception made that time by Dominic Shepardson, the wide receiver who was on the kick return. And he's going to be marked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line of Nebraska Wesleyan.
And that's a bit uncharacteristic. You know, we're expecting them to give the ball to Soko.
There are the defensive starters. You see Donaldson, Brooks, Roybal, Garnis. Of course, we mentioned Garnis numerous times in the past. Ellerby, among others there for the Prairie Wolf defense. And handoff that time going to be given up, and Ray Seidel was the ball carrier. There you see the starters. Casey, Soko, Zek, Sarek, Shepardson, we mentioned already. Walker, Diaz, Hatfield, Vance, Terrell, among others. And Casey with a pass in the flat, and it's going to be caught that time by Seidel, and Seidel's going to be picking up a couple of yards there inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line. We have not seen Soko yet out there on offense. So it's Seidel that's been getting the reps.
Casey's pass is complete for a short gain.
So let's see. I'm not even seeing him on the sideline right now.
3rd and short here for Coe. So they look toward the sideline here.
And Coe has come out, you know, uncharacteristic. You know, they're usually running the ball with Soko. Seidel, they're throwing the ball. Now they're going to put it in his belly.
Seidel gets the carry, breaks through, and Garnis comes up from behind and bulldogs him, takes him down inside the 10 at about the 8.
Boy, they've made a decision here, and by passing the ball early, now Seidel says, get me out of here. And they bring in another person who's not Soko.
Well, Seidel's done a good job so
Boy,
far.
I tell you what, he blasts through there like Larry Zonka.
Too bad he wasn't wearing 39.
Yeah. Just two numbers away. But boy, what a start for this Co team, the Co Hawks.
First and goal, and a handoff given up that time. Ball carrier is number 23. That's Chance Newton. So Newton gets the carry that time. Second and goal coming up here for the Co Hawks around the 5 of Wesleyan.
Wesleyan's been doing a good job, Jeff, of not only creating turnovers but taking advantage of those opportunities as well. And this would be a prime opportunity to punch that ball out and get the turnover, stall this drive.
They'll go with the jet sweep fake that time, kept by Casey, the quarterback, and he's going to be stopped at the 1 of Nebraska Wesleyan. Nice fake on the sweep and the keeper that time by Casey.
Well, that's a great job by that offensive line as well, getting Casey right up in there. They're in prime real estate, folks. Just inside, almost on the 1 yard line. And so this might be a shootout the way this is going here early. Wesleyan's already scored. Co on the doorstep.
Third and goal from the 1 of Wesleyan, pistol formation. And at the point of attack, did they stop him? He got into the end zone. It looks like touchdown Nebraska to Co College. Nebraska Wesleyan did all they could to stop that running attack there with Newton, and he takes it in from a yard out. It looked like maybe Wesleyan's defense would withstand it. Let's watch it again here on the replay.
Yeah, watch Higdon, Skylar Higdon at the end there. He just pushes him over. They had him stalled, Jeff, but Higdon gave the assist and pushed him right into the end zone. That's you expect the big guy, number 63, 6'3", 295 from Eloy, Arizona.
And Ellis's point after attempt is up and good, and we're deadlocked at 7 with 9:21 to go here in this opening quarter. Well, Co responds with a nice quick drive downfield. Prairie Wolves need to answer back. Come back with more in just a moment. You see head coach Brian Keller. Been here a long time. Nebraska's Wesleyan's all-time winningest coach. 26th season for him, about to wrap up here today. And his Prairie Wolves starting out 7-0, but Co responds to tie it up here. And let's see what the Wolves do on this kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Elsa's kick is fair, caught by Victor
So
Guzman.
first 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 1 for each team. And again, we thought, hey, listen, Co's going to come out. We know what Wesleyan's going to do. They're going to throw the ball. And Terry throws it 56 yards to O'Connell, who gets down the left sideline. And now it's all about responding. So if Nebraska Wesleyan can respond after a nice drive by Co and a nice balanced drive, some running with Seidel, passing, a big pass play on that first play. See what happens here.
Working from the 25, here's Terry on 1st and 10. And Lenners on the pitch and catch could not corral it. Double coverage on him that time. Good stop by Co College. You had LaDainian Linear there along.
You got a little stinger on that right elbow.
Yep, Bridger Alcott was in there too.
And see what happens here. Take a look, Jeff. He doesn't catch it with his hands. He was looking for the contact, and he caught it close to his body. That allowed him let the defenders get close to him, break up the play, get those hands extended, catch the ball with your hands. He was a little bit worried about the defenders. Drop the ball.
That was Chase Cruz also in on that play that time. There's a pitch and catch. O'Connell gets the first down on a nice catch around the 33, takes it up to the 37 to get the first down.
O'Connell, from the very first game, we saw him. He caught a touchdown, had a little taunting penalty. We don't want to keep harping on that, but he got a little attitude on him and caught the short pass there and did a great job getting upfield. He's a big guy as well.
O'Connell stands about 6'4". He's just over 200 pounds.
Big target for Carter Terry. And again, that's the game today. You don't have to worry about throwing the bomb on every play. You don't have to be the cardiac cards from Jim Hart to Mel Gray. Throw a short pass and let your talented players do some of the rest.
Blitz being shown here as Romaine gets the handoff, and Romaine's going to take it 3 yards up to the 40-yard line. I like what Romaine's done in carrying the ball today. He's picked up a few yards here and there.
Well, that's his game. I mean, it's all about just what we call ground and pound, if you will. Romaine, again, he's not going to get outside and give you that nice 80-yard run most often. But if you can get him up in there, get him a little space, he'll get you 5, 6, 7 yards. He might even get you, 10 or 12 out in open space. But he's going to run hard every single time.
From the 40, 2nd and 7 here for the Prairie Wolves out of the I. Toss pitch, Romaine, and he's going to be tripped up there. It looked like a blocking assignment went askew that time, and that kind of limited Romaine from getting any yards. So the ball stopped at the 40. No gain on that play.
Yeah, that John Bell jumped in there and submarined him. Romaine, he has had a 46-yard run. So, he can pick him up, put him down, give an open space. But Coach Keller is running to pass. So it's all a setup.
3rd and 7. Terry looking to throw, and the ball's going to be swatted and picked up and intercepted at the 31. And it's intercepted that time by Coe College, and it was Alex Etchison who comes up with the INT, and there's a flag on the play.
See if that's after the play.
I thought it might have been before the play, because it looked like maybe O'Connell was moving as a split here on the right side of the field, but let's get the word. Oh.
Delta play is turned up. First down.
Sideline warning against Nebraska Wesleyan.
And Atchison at 6'6", Jeff, 6'6". He gets those hands in the passing lane. Here he comes, hands in the air, and boom, there he goes. Somebody tipped it. He was the beneficiary. He tries to get downfield as much as he could, and that's a big turnover early in this ball game for Coe College. And they are on the 18-yard line in prime real estate, if you will. Big time.
Atchison with his first interception of the year, by the way, on that play. And now Casey is back out there. Newton with him in the backfield. And they're going to give it up to Newton. Breaking through tackles inside the 10. Dakota Prorock finally throws him down around the 4-yard line.
Wow, and he threw him forward. So they want to run the ball. Again, 180-plus yards running the ball, and they are doing it well here. Chance Newton. Nice footwork there. Navigating into the secondary, second level, third level. He's into the defensive backs. And they're knocking on the door yet again.
Well, we saw what happened last time. Seidel's down there at the running back spot as Casey works out of the gun here on 1st and goal from the 4. And it's a keeper by Casey around left side into the end zone just like that for a touchdown.
4-yard run by Casey for the TD. And Coe College, off the turnover, capitalizes.
So 13-7 here, the point after coming up. Take a look at this play again. Just great blocking assignments there on that line and an open crease for Casey to get into that end zone.
And again, that's set up by what Seidel did earlier, with the expectation that he might be running the ball. They put it in his belly, take it out.
And Ellis with the point after attempt. It goes through. And we have Coe College now in command. 6:49 to go, first quarter. The Cohawks lead the Prairie Wolves 14-7. $14-7 our score. It's Coe College now with the lead off of that tipped pass and interception. A few plays later, they take it right in the end zone on a Nick Casey run from 4 yards out.
And in a game like this, those are the kind of plays that do make the difference.
Guzman's going to wait for the fair catch.
You guys not going to hit me on this cold day. I'm going to call for a fair catch and go to the sideline. This is a day when guys want to huddle up like pigeons. You get over there.
Yep.
There's a nice light tower.
You got the
lights
lights
are
on today.
Yeah, they are.
Lights are shining bright here at Able Stadium. One of the few times that we have done a game here in recent years where they've had the lights on. And we haven't done a night game here in a long time.
Long time. I think that was a high school game with Lincoln Lutheran. I think it was the Spirit Sword game.
You might be right. Here's Romaine on 1st and 10. A flag comes out. I wonder if this is going to go against Wesleyan offensively. Maybe a hold. It's going to be an offside, maybe it looks like, by Coe College.
That's the second offsides for Coe.
Bulls off the left side. He's tackled by number 8, Heath Henderson.
45, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So the offside penalty against Coe. In fact, the last time I remember doing a Wesleyan game at night was the Nebraska version of Bedlam between Nebraska, Wesleyan, and Doane, in which Wesleyan won.
That was a while ago.
That was 2013.
Wow.
And it was an electrifying night, no question. I mean, the atmosphere was prime, and it was just a great night for football here at Able Stadium. So 1st and 5 here for the Prairie Wolves as they work from the 30. Terry looking to throw, got somebody upfield. This could be trouble for Timms, and it's going to be incomplete and a flag thrown, and that's going to be pass interference against Coe College.
Wow, and that's the benefit of getting out of the pocket and throwing that little looper up in the air, a mini Hail Mary, if you will. And as the receiver was working his way back, the defender interfered. And so that's going to be a big 15 yards for Nebraska Wesleyan.
You bet. And it's Bridger Alcott that made contact with.
Oh, they're going to pick it up.
Second down.
Wow,
Oh,
they're going to pick it
man.
up. Oh, my
Wesleyan
goodness.
fans don't like that, and Brian Keller and
Let's
his
see it
coaching
here.
staff are.
Now he's going to work his way back.
Well, yeah, it looked like it was evident that he was slowing down his progress, not giving him a chance to. And now Brian Keller's going to come out and talk to the referee about it.
Yeah, you got some splaining to do. Yeah, okay. I've very rarely seen a conversation with a head coach that has changed the call on the field. In other levels where you have the flag you can throw, but not at this level. And so Wesleyan, they get the 5 yards, Jeff, on the defensive offsides, and now 2nd and 5 with an opportunity. You have to respond after the INT and the 4-yard plunge from Casey.
And they'll spread it out here on 2nd and 5. And the ball gets away, pops out of the hand of Terry. He keeps it, and he's going to have to pick it up and take it ahead for.
Wow, got a couple yards.
No, they're going to say maybe a yard up to the 31.
Well, fortunately, he scooped it up. That'll leave it with a 3rd and 4. See what happened here. Romaine went in front and hit the ball. The ball hit him. So Romaine moved a little early, got in front of Terry. He couldn't catch it. And again, very fortunate Wesleyan is that they didn't turn the ball over again. Big 3rd down here to sustain this drive. Have to protect.
Terry looking to throw. Got Romaine. Romaine trying to march ahead. Did he get the first down? He's close. And they're going to say he is about a yard short the 34.
Wow, he's very close.
But it looked like the way he was lunging forward on the forward progress, he may have picked it up.
Yeah, they're going to call 4th down, and Wesleyan's going to have to punt. Again, after the turnover, don't want to make a miscue here. It looked like he had a head of steam, Jeff, that would get him the first down. I thought he was going to throw it to Timms instead. But what a tackle right there, boy. Look at that. That's big number 53. John Bell again. He put his head in there on Romaine and stalled him right before the first down.
Hole into punt. And that one going to be waved as a fair catch just across the 35 at the 37-yard line.
So that's a win for Coe. I mean, just almost half of a yard before the first down for Wesleyan. And I thought Romaine had a head of steam, but John Bell said, oh, no, not going to happen. And so now 2 touchdowns already on the board for Coe College. They have the ball again. And again, we have not seen Soko in the ball game. And I don't necessarily see him on the sideline either. But Seidel and Newton have gotten it done.
And they'll go with Newton, it looks like, in the backfield to start out. Nope, that's Seidel as Casey drops back. And a pass caught at the 49, enough for a first down. And the reception made on the far side of the field by Trey Walker.
So with Soko not on the field here today, they've made a conscious decision to go with the passing game. And right now, at this point, it's working.
So far, 100% pass completion here for Casey.
And what you see here is they have a what you call a right-handed passing game, as Casey is right-handed. All of his passes have gone to the right side. Blitz off the edge possible.
Pass in the flat, complete to Shepherdson. Across the 50, and Garnis brings him down around the 45.
Brought him down and helped him up. And boy, what an opportunity that would have been on that lateral pass down the line of scrimmage. Wesleyan had a man there. The ball just eluded his right hand. You could tip that or pick that off. He's off to the races. Game of inches is football. It happened right there.
2nd and 4. This is from the 45 of Wesleyan.
Got to get a pass rush, Jeff. Got to get a pass rush on this young man.
Casey, pitch and catch, goes incomplete around the Wesleyan 37-yard line. Intended target that time was Emil Sarek.
Yeah, he threw that possibly a little too hard. Didn't give his receiver an opportunity there.
Big 3rd down here. Let's see if the Wolves can get a big stop.
Now, wholesale substitutions here. Got to bring the pass rush crew. Changing the defense.
Kojo was almost into the neutral zone. Did not get in there.
Boy, that was close.
But they want to rush.
So now they're going to shift. They're going to bring the blitz. Now they're backing off. Oh.
Keeper by Casey. He faked everybody out, got the first down, and brought down at the Prairie Wolves 37-yard line on the far side there.
What a great job of handiwork by Casey. Oh, my goodness. And that's one of the key parts of being a quarterback in this kind of offense. You know, run pass option. Here we go. Put the belly in. No! Take it out. He's off to the right. And not really fast, it doesn't look like, but just enough to get around that right side for the first down. He's not picking them up and putting them down. But, boy, he did just enough to get the first down. Tremendous job by Casey.
So from the 37, 1st and 10 for Casey.
Getting right-handed.
Yep, made a catch there at about the 27-yard line. Reception made on the far side by number 84, Trey Walker, once again.
And Casey's job, since he's taken this job over from Maskey, has, he's brought the spark. He's brought just what Coe College has needed. And we can see why now.
2nd and about a yard on that 9-yard pickup.
Now let's see if they go back to Seidel.
He'll get the handoff. He gets the first down and gets through that Wesleyan defense inside the 25 down to the 23.
Boy, he's a load, Jeff.
Yes, he is. In fact, Seidel, who is listed in the program as 22, is 37 on the depth chart. He's 5'7", 195. Kind of a low center of gravity for him.
Say that again.
Low center.
Yeah. He's
okay.
not won anything.
Well, you know what? You're right.
Yeah,
because one chart has a different listing for him versus the other.
Yeah, he's 2-something.
Yeah, he does look like every bit of 200 pounds, but
yeah,
I mean, even about 195, 197, he'd look like that. But
yeah, I mean, he looks like he could.
He's 5'8", 225 on the depth chart.
There you go, 225. I can believe that. Look at the thighs and legs on that guy. That one leg is 185 pounds right there on the left side. You kidding me? But I tell you what, he's getting it done.
2nd down here for the Cohawks.
Pump and go, Jeff.
And Casey gets out of trouble. And he'll just keep it. He'll get the first down and run out of bounds with it. So a broken play turns out to be a positive.
Yeah, he had the pump and go going here on the left side here. Didn't work out. Great defense by Wesleyan. And Casey said, hey, listen, let me just pull it down and get as much as I can. And he headed to the sideline. Okay, we're going to get a pump. Nope, great job there. No, we don't get him to the ground. Off to the races and get to the sideline so you don't take a hit. That's smart play by Casey.
Shepherdson in motion. They'll give it up to Seidel, who takes it inside the 10 to about the 8.
Wesleyan has to be able to hold them at least to a field goal attempt, particularly where they are right now. They can keep them from getting in the end zone and get the attempt. Not necessarily points, as this first quarter is winding down.
And Co wants to put one in right before the end of the quarter if they can here on this next play.
Look like we got a little wardrobe malfunction here. With Big 5-5.
Two splits here toward the left part of your screen.
Okay.
Casey eludes a tackle again. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be tripped up and stopped. That time, good defensive stop there by Nebraska Wesleyan. TJ Roybal was in there to make the tackle.
Yeah, and they jumped up when he was about to throw the ball. That made him pull the ball down. And that's probably going to be the last play. He's looking now. Somebody's going to jump. Oh, right there. He has to pull it down, and now we got to get him on the ground.
So the first quarter comes to a close here at Able Stadium here on the senior day and the final game of the season for Nebraska Wesleyan. The Prairie Wolves trail Coe College after one, 14-7.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Coe College leads at 14-7 over Nebraska Wesleyan as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back. Jeff Moats, John Harris, our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew with you here on LNK TV. Chilly one here in Lincoln today, 42 degrees at kickoff. We were expecting a high around 52 this afternoon. And there's still that chance of rain possible here as we go through the afternoon. And hopefully it will hold off here and we'll still get some football action in rain-free.
Yeah, boy, wouldn't that be nice? Now, it wouldn't affect us so much from our vantage point, but I tell you what, being chilly and rainy, boy, I tell you, that's not the kind of football game I like being on the field for. But hey, listen, we're gonna get it done one way or the other.
3rd and goal from the 6 for Coe. And Newton's going to get the handoff, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
First play here to begin the second quarter. 6-yard run for Newton, his second of the afternoon. And it's 20-7 with the point after coming up.
Another great job by Coe. And give credit to the quarterback and now the running back, Newton, as he just navigates his way right there through the defense. Wesleyan not there. 3rd score in this first half.
Ellis to attempt the point after. And that kick is up, and it is good. So with 14:55 to go here before the end of the first half, first play here to begin the second quarter, it's Coe College scoring on a 6-yard run from Newton. It's 21-7. Coe College now leading at 21-7 over Nebraska Wesleyan here at Able Stadium this afternoon. You see Kevin Timms there waiting. He's one of the returners here for the Wolves. Guzman is also the other one. He's awaiting the kick. And this one low driving right on the ground and going to be picked up just across the 35 at about the 36 by one of the up men for Wesleyan, which That time happened to be 34, which was, I'm going to say Jacob Grumman was the guy that got it. I thought it was 34, but it was Grumman that got it. So the ball at the 36, that's where Wesleyan will take over. The last couple of drives that they've had have gone nowhere, one of which included an interception that set up what turned out to be the go-ahead touchdown for Co.
Well, you got to mix it up now. You got to not only respond, you have to adjust. And now Coach Keller in this second quarter rather, has to figure out what's going to be most effective for us.
Terry being pressured, and he's going to take a sack. And he is taken down that play that time by Atchison. That comes in and makes the stop.
Well, that's what we talked about at the beginning, was the Co-Hawks and their ability to get to the quarterback to pressure. And not only do they pressure, they get all the way home against Terry here. Short drop, looking, and got to get out to that outside. Got to see the rush, get outside, get some space.
That's the 30th sack allowed by Wesleyan this year.
Yeah, and that's where you got to be quick, Jeff. Again, if you know this is a team that's going to get upfield, you got to use that speed against them. Swing something out in the flat, short passing game.
And it's Romaine who makes the catch around the 20. Bursts out toward the 27-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 8 here for the Prairie Wolves. Again, offensively, Co has found a way to use that pass rush, and then, of course, the running game has been effective a little bit for Wesleyan, but not like what they wanted to have at this point right now.
Yeah, and you have to have that. You have to be able to have the threat of the run and an effective threat to be able to pass the ball, or they're just going to pin their ears back, and come. Oh, look at there.
Snap gets away from Terry, and he's going to have to sit on top of it, take a loss of yards, back around the 12-yard line.
And again, comedy of errors here for Wesleyan. Things falling apart here just a little bit. And now you're going to turn the ball over. Coach Keller's giving them, being encouraging. Nothing wrong with that. Look, he kind of caught him off guard here for a second. Oh, and glad he got on it. Great job by Terry just to get on the ball. And now they're going to have to punt from the end zone. Need a really good punt here. Not a lot of wind behind them. Here they come.
Here's the punt from Hall.
Nice punt.
And Shepherdson gets it around the 43, but circles around, and he's trying to fight for life, and he's going to be taken down there on the kick return. Jacob Liu that time. You hear the people in the crowd go, Liu. Those aren't boos, they're saying Liu.
That's a great job, and that's a nice punt from the end zone all the way back to the 40-yard line across the field. And now this Wesleyan defense has to figure some things out. 3 touchdowns on the board here in the first half for Co. Only 1 for Wesleyan thus far. And a lot of it comes down, Jeff, as we said at the outset, that defensive line against their offensive line. You got to get upfield, get Casey off of his spot, because he's found some success here early. You think he's the leading quarterback in the conference, passing the ball.
Casey with a quick pitch and catch here at the 43. Breaking tackles, moving ahead, was the reception made that time by number 10, which happened to be Joshua Bishop.
And that's a great job by their coaching staff. They just say, listen, we're not going to be throwing the bomb. We just need to throw a short pass, put it in the hands of our talented playmakers, and let them do the rest. So, Casey, you just get it there, and that's what he's doing. And then when he doesn't do that, he puts the ball in the belly, takes it out, and gets around the outside.
Little zone read, and it's Seidel who gets the handoff, and he was kind of undercut there at the Wesleyan 45 for a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, he's cracked down there.
You see the coaching staff next door to us.
And way down there, is that Ron?
That's
Powell?
Ron Powell from the Journal-Star down there.
Ron's got a good forehand and a backhand, boy, I'll tell you. That's with a tennis racket, folks.
That's right.
Not with the right hand or the left hand. That's with the tennis racket.
2nd and 7. Seidel gets the carry, and he's going to be tackled by Caden Daw. It looks like right inside the 40 at the 39, just a yard short of the first down.
Jeff, we're giving up too much ground at the point of attack. And Seidel is taking full advantage. Give Cole, the offensive line, great credit for just pushing the Wesleyan defense back. A tremendous job that they're doing here in this first half. And then that sets up the opportunity for Casey.
Casey again. Quick rollout toss. It is complete into the hands of the receiver that time, which happened to be Cooper Zek. And gets the first down, and so the Wolves find themselves working at their own 31 defensively to try to stop this co-offense. It's really just picked up so much steam after that initial 7-0 start for Wesleyan.
Well, their scheme and what they're playing here today is just tremendous. And again, there you go. Put it in there and then swing it out. It's a little short pass. Now let's get upfield, get as much as we can north and south, and, give them all the credit in the world. They're doing a great job. Short drop.
Pass from Casey to Zek again. Inside the 10, going to be knocked out of bounds around the 5.
And Simpson had his eyes, didn't have his eyes where they needed to be, and they just threw it right over the top.
No, they're going to say.
Well, he's down. We got a player down. Wesleyan safety came over, made a big hit, and he took the brunt of it. Number 18.
18 happens to be Jacob Grauman, who is down on the turf, and he is in some pain.
Yeah, he came over and laid a lick, and he's pulling that hamstring. Well, something happened there. He laid a lick, I'll tell you, but took the brunt of it. See if he can get up.
Looks like he's going to be okay as Brian Keller comes down there to check on him, and they're going to help him off and get him checked out here. 8 of 9 passing, 111 yards so far in the air today for Nick Casey. And that includes this pass play right here.
And look at that. That's a great pass. Look at that. Right over the cornerback, and Grauman comes over. There it is, the hamstring. Right around the knee area.
That's not good.
But he dropped it right in the bucket there, Jeff. Right over the cornerback, in front of the safety. Casey, putting on a show here early.
First and goal. This is from the 7. Newton's going to get the handoff as he is going to fight his way through, and then finally Garnis comes over to help make the stop and got some help too.
Boy, he looked like he was going to push himself right into the end zone.
Hunter Zentz was over there too for Wesleyan.
Newton with two touchdowns already from short range. Has a 1-yarder and a 6-yarder. And a nice job by Wesleyan finally getting him stopped. Still early in this second quarter.
Out of the gun here for Casey. Newton gets the carry, and he's quickly wrapped up and stopped that time. Coming in was Matt Myers for Wesleyan.
Great
the
job.
Defensive line spot. Nice job by Myers, who's 6'4", 235, and a junior.
Yeah, showing some energy, showing some of that little nastiness there as Meyer off the edge there. Gave him a little push at the end. Wesleyan, again, wanting to hold here in tight, 3-yard line. Keep him out of the end zone. That's what you want to do. Look for the jump ball.
And it's intercepted by Kojo.
He threw it short, didn't throw it high, and that's a great win for Wesleyan. He turned around at just the right time.
That young man with a nice...
Now you got to float this ball. Got to throw it up high. He threw it on the line. First pick of the year for him, and he threw it right to him. What a job by Kojo there, and that's a huge win for the Wesleyan defense.
He's a senior too, by the way.
Now you want to throw this high, but he threw it short. And you want to throw it so that only your receiver, if he doesn't catch it, it goes right out of the end zone. But he threw it on a line. And again, that's a quarterback. If that's not your forte, that's a great job. 5'7" from Grand Island. Tell you what, he feels like he's 10 feet tall right now.
You bet he does. Here's Romaine on the handoff from the 20 and gets up to the 22-yard line for a 2-yard pickup. But Kojo, that's tremendous. What a play that was for that young man.
And Wesleyan needed that. They needed that so bad. I mean, you're on the 3-yard line, Jeff. You're thinking, put Seidel in, keep running with Newton, do that run pass option, with Casey, and I think they outcoached themselves on that one. Outsmarted themselves on that one.
2nd and 8 here for the Wolves. Terry in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down for another sack.
Oh, there's Atchison again. Boy, I tell you what, he's coming with bad intentions, and Wesleyan cannot do anything about it. Another sack.
You got Ustendorf that was also helping out too.
Yeah, here he comes. Boy, look at him. Look at him. He's looking like he's looking for Black Friday sales. My goodness, are you kidding me? That's how they were looking at Walmart a couple of nights ago. Oh, my goodness. I need that big screen. Flat screen.
Well, Aitchison in there that led the charge that time. That's good defensive work by them. And this is going to be 3rd and long back at the 10.
I mean, that's great defensive work. I mean, he has come in there. He knows exactly why he's going in there.
Romaine gets the handoff, and he takes it up to the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down in the punting unit.
Yeah, Wesley cannot capitalize. And I tell you what, give credit to Cole. That defense that said we will have none of it. And now Wesleyan has to punt again near their own end zone. They did a great job last time on the punt and on the coverage, but you can't keep asking for this. Special teams so important. And now again, the code receiver just across the 50-yard line. Here they come.
Hall with the punt. Fair catch waved at the 42-yard line. That's where Simpson will take over there as Shepherdson got the ball. Some games of note that are going on today on what is going to be the final week for the regular season for a lot of these teams. Maybe one more left for a few others. You got Wartburg at Simpson today that's going on. Of course, Coe is here in Lincoln with Wesleyan. Loris and Dubuque in the backyard matchup in Dubuque. And Central College, who is ranked at number 10 and undefeated at Buena Vista today up in Storm Lake, Iowa.
A lot of good football going on today. And now let's see what happens here with Coe.
They'll go with a Shepherdson around the left side as he runs out of bounds inside the 50 at about the Wesleyan 48.
And that will be considered a pass as he tossed it forward to him.
Halftime of the men's basketball opener for Nebraska Wesleyan. Prairie Wolves lead Minnesota Morris 52-34.
Always love watching those guys.
And we will have some of their games coming up this year along with the Wesleyan women here on LNK TV.
And love watching Coach Wellman's teams play.
Coach Dixon's squad supposed to be much improved this year too.
Looking forward to it.
Shepherdson gets a pass in the flat.
Oh!
Leapfrogs out of a tackle from Simpson, attempt by him, and then finally Garnis and Prorock came over to finish him off at about the 44.
You don't usually want to do that, but when a guy puts his head down to make the tackle, you go right over the top. This ball has a little knuckleball action on it. All right, so he puts his head down. Look at, oh, wow. Oh, that's a great play.
Second down here, and it's Newton who gets the carry, and Newton's going to be tackled short of the 40 at the 41.
Nice job of recovery by Wesleyan. They're reacting a little bit better now. Still getting too many yards. Coe is at the point of attack. But again, another big third down. Let's see here. They got third down on the marker. There we go, third. And about 4. Or long, yeah, 3 yards actually. Clock is ticking.
Down to 12 seconds here as Coe finally gets what they want from the sideline. They're not sure. Now they're going to go to it. Play clock at 5.
Yeah, you might have to call timeout.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. Just under 6 minutes to go before halftime. And it's a 21-7 lead for Coe over Nebraska Wesleyan. The Cohawks will burn a timeout. Come back after you see this. Wesleyan Pep Band performing here on a chilly Saturday afternoon in mid-November. Our season finale here for football, and as I mentioned here before the break, we'll have a couple of Nebraska Wesleyan men's and women's basketball games for you coming up this season here on LNK TV. There you see the scoreboard story, 21-7 Co. Just under 6 minutes left here in this first half. 3rd and 3. Fake the jet sweep, carry by Casey, got the first down, going to be tackled around the 37-yard line of Wesleyan.
Good thing about Casey, what we've seen here, he's making really good decisions here. And that was another good decision by him. Fake that jet sweep and then keep the ball up inside. And that's what it's all about. You got a guy, he took the place of Maskey,
who was the starter earlier in the year.
Now again, his decision making has been impeccable here already.
Casey with a pass complete around the 31 and stretching down to about the 29, close to the 28 after making the catch was Emil Sarek, who caught that ball.
Yeah, except for that miscue in the end zone here just a few moments ago where he could have lofted it to his receiver. He's done a tremendous job. Again, another short pass, this time to his left side.
And it's Newton who gets the carry, and he's going to be stopped at about the 25, and he's going to be forced back. And now they're going to rule the play dead, and now Newton, tempers are flaring a little bit as Newton kind of shoved Jacob Garnis a little bit there after the play was ruled dead.
Yeah, a little chippiness here. That's football. No harm, no foul. Just go back on your side and play the next play.
So from the 25, 1st and 10 here for Co. Blitz being shown here by Wesleyan.
And you will see they tried to pump and go last time, Jeff, on that left side. They got single coverage there with Kojo.
And he almost picks it off that time as he knocks the ball away incomplete. He had help on the play.
He came off of his receiver, let him go deep. He knew he had help on the backside. He comes off and almost got his second interception of the season and of the game.
Logan Wynn was the intended receiver here. Watch this again. There you see Kojo and knocked the ball away from Wynn.
Boy, he was right there. Wynn's looking for a pass interference. Kojo's looking for the INT. Very dangerous play there by Casey.
2nd and 10 here for the Cohawks at the Wesleyan 25. Trips on the upper side there. They'll go with Newton. And Newton's going to be tackled inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, another big gain there off left side by Newton. And now about 3rd and about 3.5.
Newton with the carry. Double team by Jacob Garnis and Matt Myers.
So Wesleyan again, this defense has been on the field, and that's what Co wants to do. They want to control the ball. They want to keep their time of possession. Is usually what you get when you're running the ball as effectively as they usually do. But today has been an interesting balance for them.
Casey again here on 2nd down. And it's Seidel that time who gets the carry and gets the first down, brought down at the 13 of Nebraska Wesleyan. So they're playing a little smash mouth as they go through the middle. They're working the edges. They're working the pass plays. They've mixed it up. They're doing a great job of that balanced attack.
Yeah. They got about 250 yards, and it's about the same, as many yards passing as they do running. And that's how you win ball games. Wesleyan again, but you never win the ball game in the first half.
Under 3.5 to go here before halftime. Going to go back in toward that end zone area, and it's going to go out of bounds, incomplete. Sarek was the intended receiver that time, and Kojo with the coverage here in the back part of the end zone.
Yeah, a little bit better on the throw there from Casey. That's a little bit more of what you want. If your guy doesn't catch it, then nobody does. Pretty decent coverage by Kojo, but he still had an opportunity if the ball was lofted just a little bit more. He throws really on the line, doesn't necessarily have the touch. That's called the in the bucket. Put a bucket there in that corner, have the guy throw it in the bucket.
2nd down here, Seidel gets the handoff. And he's going to run into few Wesleyan defenders. His forward progress will bring him down to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rugby scrum, that Australian rules. Well, you ever watch that Australian rules football?
I have before.
Back in the day?
It's interesting.
It is a very physical, man. It is an unbelievably physical game without pads. I mean, none of what we have here. No helmets, no. I mean, these guys are pounding each other.
Man.
I could see you doing something like that.
It's like vacant lot football times 100 without the pads and tackling allowed.
Oh, not vacant lot football. I remember those days. Get rid of the glass.
3rd and 5. Here's a pass to Sarek, and he made the catch around the 5.
Was that enough?
And that's going to be short by about 2 yards.
Yeah, I remember those vacant lot football days. You know, glass and all kinds of stuff on the lot. Oh my goodness.
And if you found a lot that had grass and no foreign objects, if you will.
Yeah. Good luck in St. Louis doing that. All right, here we go, Jeff. 4th and 5. Again, you got Big Seidel right there. Again, all about the point of attack here.
Drop play for Casey, and he's going to get the first down, it looks like.
Not yet.
I think he got the first down at the 3-yard line. Yep. The way the officials were lining up there on the side.
Yeah.
Yep, he got it.
Forward progress. And again, another good decision by Casey. Puts it in the belly, takes it out, turns the corner. And again, now it's all about advancing. And they got the push there from the lineman. Big number 68. He throws his weight in there.
Jacob Janovich, I believe.
Janovich gets in there. 6'2", 239. That'll move something.
1st and goal from the 3 of Wesleyan. And it's Seidel who gets caught up with Garnis and a few others, and they stop him short at the 1.
You got to be careful there if you're Seidel. You get twisted back. You want to be careful there, but it looks like he can handle it. I can't believe you said 185.
If you look here, let me show you.
I know. I see it.
I'll show you right here. I looked at that instead of looking at the 2 deep that I normally look at.
185.
But he's much bigger than that, 225.
And that's what they need down here.
And Seidel gets the handoff, and he takes it into the end zone.
Let's see. Yep, there you go. Hands in the air.
Touchdown, Co. There's a touchdown for Seidel.
That's a 2-yard run. Newton has the other 2. Casey has 1, and now Seidel gets himself on the board with less than a minute in this first half.
And so the point after coming up here from Ellis. This will make it 28-7. He's been pretty good today. And
this defense, Jeff, has been on the field quite a bit in this first half. We'll look at time of possession here.
Possession time, 18:25 to 10:41. That's a lot. And the kick is through the uprights and good. And with just under a minute to go, 54.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Co's lead now 28-7 over Nebraska Wesleyan.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
28-7, Nebraska Wesleyan trailing Coe College. And when you look at the total yards of offense today, 262 so far for Coe to 74 for Wesleyan.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. I think it's my Dale Johnson lucky mask that is not working.
And here on the kick return is Guzman as he gets to the 20 and going to be up to the 23-yard line here. So So Guzman gets up to
Yeah,
that.
I think my Dale Johnson lucky mask is is not getting it done here. I thought if I could come, show my fandom for one of the great guys in broadcasting here in Lincoln, Nebraska, that might just get us over the top. But you know what, folks?
No disrespect, right?
Now, I'm going to stay kind. I'm going to keep the kindness thing going on. It's World Kindness Day. But my Dale Johnson lucky mask is not cutting it.
Here's Romaine on the carry. Gets a short pickup to the 27-yard line.
Love you, Dale. Love you, Dale. But I'm putting the mask down. I'm not superstitious.
Well, this and baseball can be very superstitious.
Yeah, it can be.
Especially baseball.
Change your socks, change your underwear, change something. But listen, the deal here is not about masks, it's not about the black cats and all that kind of stuff. It's about a football team who has come in here with a plan. The coaching staff has done a tremendous job at Co. And, of course, what happens now is, you're down 3 scores. You go into the locker room, you make your necessary adjustments, and you come out in the second half, as Nebraska Wesleyan must, and turn this thing around.
126 yards passing, 136 on the ground for Co College here in this first half. And Timms, the intended target, ball underthrown by Terry, and it goes incomplete. That could have been a first down for Timms.
And that's the other thing. We haven't seen, that's, I think, the second target to Timms. Again, this guy is one of the top receivers in this conference. But that's what pressure will do for you, and Co has brought some pressure that has kind of rattled Carter Terry. And with 35.7 seconds, you don't want to make a mistake here. You want to be careful.
Zone read here for Terry, and he's in trouble. Flag going to be thrown. This could be a block at the back here as a result, and he's going to run out of bounds with the ball.
Got guys on the sideline scattering. And Terry again running for his life, I'll tell you that. You got holding, yeah, that's the preliminary indication.
Offense, number 71, 10-yard penalty, spot foul. Still second down. 30.
And you wonder here, okay, they're going to decline that penalty.
That's Jeff Carson, the head referee today.
So Co's going to decline the penalty, get the punt from deep in Wesleyan territory with an opportunity, Jeff, depending on what they're able to do on offense, to try to get another score. They have 2 timeouts remaining. So a little strategy here from Co. And Wesleyan's offense has stalled big time. 79 yards of offense for an offense that's very prolific.
Hall with the punt. Kind of goes off the side of his foot, but still a good punt as Shepherdson finally fields it around the 25 and has to go back down to the 20 to gain his momentum, and finally going to be brought down at the 22-yard line.
That's a great job on punt and punt coverage. Tremendous job by Wesleyan there. Special teams has not hurt them today. It's been an asset, and that's tremendous. You got to have that. And that makes Co think differently, quite possibly, about what they were going to do. They'd gotten it closer to the 50 maybe, but now let's just go victory formation. Say we won the first half, which is what the victory formation here is suggesting.
And so the clock will run out here, and that's how things will end here at Able Stadium in the first half of action. Co College, after Nebraska Wesleyan struck first on that touchdown pass from 56 yards to David O'Connell, 28 unanswered points have been scored by Co, and they lead it here at the break, 28-7. Come back after this on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.
For your halftime Terpsichorean entertainment, please help me welcome the Nebraska Wesleyan Gold Rush. Your halftime performance is choreographed by Anastasia Spickelmeyer. Coach Terry Lang and the rest of the Spirit Squad would like to recognize 4 seniors who are participating at their last home football game today. They are cheerleader Cassidy Haida and dancers Anastasia Spickelmeyer, Samantha Barada, and Sarah Calusi. Coach Lang says thank you to these 4 ladies for everything they've done for Nebraska Wesleyan and their respective teams. Good luck, ladies. You will be missed. On Thursday, November 11th, the nation observed Veterans Day with recognitions for our American veterans. Since you weren't here on Thursday, and neither was I, we'll recognize our American veterans today. If any veteran is in attendance, please stand if you're able to be recognized. Thank you for your service and dedication to our country and defending our freedoms.
You're watching Prairie Wolves football on the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network.
Welcome back to Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network and LNK TV with John Harris and Jeff Modes. We're at halftime, about ready to start the third quarter here. 28-7 Coe College leading Nebraska Wesleyan. As we start the second half of action, let's take a look at the stats from the first half, and there is no question what the comparison looks like here. You got 262 yards of total offense versus 79 for Nebraska Wesleyan. Passing-wise, 97, but the negative 18 yards is the difference maker right there, obviously, with 136 positive for Coe versus the negative 18 for Wesleyan. That's been the demise offensively for the Prairie Wolves.
Well, we've got total balance and total domination here in this first half for Coe, and the guy we expected to come out slinging the rock has 97, and the guy who we thought would be handing it off has 126-yard passing. And then the running game for Coe, as we suspected, would be effective against Wesleyan, and it has been thus far. Time of possession, they've been on the field. Our defense has been on the field too long. The offense, again, has to make the adjustment. Coe's going to get the ball first in this second half, and so that doesn't bode well for Wesleyan with all the defense of time they spent on the field. But, again, if they can get off, get the ball back, again, the second half is so important for Wesleyan to come back, make the adjustments, and get a hit in this ball game. But they got a tall hill to climb.
Time of possession is another thing that really stood out because 18:38 for Coe, 11:22. That's all the time in the first half that Wesleyan had the football. That defense was out there a lot. Here's the ensuing kickoff and a quick return here and all the way up the field here near side. Mitchell Eckerd gets out toward midfield here on the return and is going to be stopped short of the 40 at about the 38, 39.
Yeah, so we mentioned early on, and again, we thought we had, totally different thought process on who would be out here slinging, carrying the mail. Seidel comes in, Newton comes in, and of course, the quarterback, Casey, has done a tremendous job. So,
yeah,
we thought, well, they're going to get the running game going. Well, he comes out first place, start passing the ball. Let's see if they stay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So let's see if they stay with their plan.
Casey out of the gun here on 1st and 10 from the 39, and a pass is swatted down, and it's Donaldson, the senior, who comes up with a big swat. 6'2", 294-pound freshman from Lincoln North Star.
So we've got a little rain, we got a little glimmer here, but what we have here is the purple rain. Here he comes, a hand in the air, and so that defense already says, hey, listen, we're going to attack, we're going to get after the quarterback, Casey, make him feel as uncomfortable as Carter Terry has felt in the first half.
Casey going up to the line, changing up the play here on 2nd and 10.
That single coverage on each wide out on top and bottom of the screen here.
And they're going to make him run.
Oh, what block on the side there.
And Bulldog from behind that time by Roybal.
Boy, they got a nice block out on the edge that allowed Casey to get around the right side. Tremendous job by Coe there. Let's take a look at it. Right out here on the edge. Big number 68, and then there was a block inside there. Missed the number, but boy, that was a tremendous play to get a first down, and a big first down here on the first drive of the second half.
Those design run plays have worked well for Casey today, and again, you give credit to the guys out on the edges blocking even that line. And now Newton gets the carry, and he's going to be stopped as he gets across the 50 to the Wesleyan 47-yard line.
Somehow he kind of slithered his way. I thought he was going to be stopped at the point of attack, and he got at least another 2 yards out of it somehow. Just diving forward. And there is a little sprinkle going on of mist, of rain.
Well, it's chilly here in Lincoln today. Again, at kickoff, it was 42. We were thinking maybe a high of 50 or 52 this afternoon. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. As Casey's pass is broken up, and you had a collision between Garnis and Prorock, and both go down, and Garnis is going to get up, and he may have hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, he took a shot. Ran into a little friendly fire, if you will. And he already started the season at not 100%. And Casey was just trying to fit this into that very tight window. He's slinging it there. Bam! Oh, look at that. Very challenging collision there.
Garnis going down hard that time. He is a senior. This is his final game today.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, if they're asking him, are you injured or are you hurt? And he don't want to go out this way. So, but you don't want to be out there if you're, yeah, there you go. He's going to get up and take a play off and come on back.
Well, he's a trooper. And we've seen him in the last couple of years, John. He's really been an effective defender for this Wesleyan defense.
Yeah, and that arm, that right arm, took a shot. So he's going to go into the tent, get some treatment. We'll likely see him back.
3rd and short. Pass to Newton, far side incomplete.
Boy, he took a shot, kind of a low shot.
Carell Simpson was over there to help make the stop, and here comes the punting unit for what seems like maybe the first time today that we've seen the co-punting unit out there. They haven't been, if they've been out there, it's been very, very little.
Yeah, I don't even remember them punting. Maybe
No.
once. Maybe not at all. No, they didn't punt at all in the first half. So there's a win for Wesleyan. But this is also, trickeration territory, so they're going to try to pin them back. High snap.
Down. Ellis with the punt. And Guzman gets it at the 15. Eluding tackles, trying to cut back in, and he's corralled and stopped at the 20.
Yeah, he broke a couple of ankles there at the outset. But, again, good coverage kept him from getting any farther up the field. So now, again, as we've seen now that the adjustment made on defense to be a little bit more in attack mode. And now let's see what the offense, maybe the offense does the same thing. Been a bit too passive in that first half. Give credit to Coe. But you got to be able to protect Carter Terry.
He'll look to spread it out here. And he's going to run the ball and run out of bounds with it for maybe a 1-yard loss back at the 19.
And Aitchison yet again, there he is, ever present. And he's letting Terry know, I'll be here all night.
And we talked about this at the beginning of the broadcast. What, again, Coe's defense had to do, they had to get to Carter Terry. And they've done a terrific job of doing that today.
And they have sacked him, but, again, we saw just a second ago, just getting him off his spot, not allowing him to be comfortable standing in the pocket.
Handoff it goes, Romaine. And he gets up to the 25-yard line, a pick up a 6 for him. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here for Wesleyan.
And this is a big 3rd and 5 on this first drive of the second half. You got to get, again, look for Timms. Look for Timms, who is kind of our Julian Edelman, if you will, possession receiver. O'Connell stretches the field.
We saw him with that touchdown grab earlier. He's been pretty quiet since.
Got to find a place in this zone, this soft zone.
Watch it. And it's intercepted.
Oh, my goodness.
It was Timms. He tried to corral it, but it was intercepted.
He threw it high, and again, the pressure caused him to throw it high, and the INT now puts Coe in a great situation early in the second half.
Bridger Alcott was the guy that came up with the INT, and so Coe will have it at the Wesleyan 36. Let's take a look at this again here. Instead, we'll resume with play.
So now the defense again, Jeff, back on the field. Just got off the field. Just had a win. See if they go up top.
And it's complete to Sarek. And he runs into Caden Doff first, and then the entire defense gets to him, and they'll make the stop at the 29.
You can see already the defense has a little bit more energy, a little bit more aggressive here in this second half. Running to the ball, running, reacting, recognizing what's going on a little bit better.
There's a pitch and catch in the flat, and it's complete to Bishop, and Bishop's going to be corralled inside the 15 at the Wesleyan 14.
Yeah, missing a little tackle there. They had a tackle option available to them at the outset, but missed that tackle, allowed them to get upfield. Got to get sure on the tackling if you're Wesleyan.
Central had a lead on Buena Vista 49-0 at last check.
Oh, what a shot.
What a point of attack there. Good stop. There you see Garnis back in there.
Oh, my goodness.
Him and Donaldson were there.
Big freshman, Lincoln North Star, making his presence felt.
And Jamie, if I heard right, you said Central 49, Buena Vista nothing. Is that at halftime? 48-0 Wartburg over Simpson at halftime.
Wow.
Those are halftime scores.
What a hit there on the defensive side.
Second and long here for Coe at the Wesleyan 15, and penalty markers come out.
The threat of penetration had caused Coe to move.
Yeah, some new energy in this defense here in the second half.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, you got to get him off the field. When they get off the field, You can't put them back on the field.
The offense has got to be able to produce somehow.
You can't put them right back on the field. You want them to bend. You don't want them to break. They might bend, but not break. But this offense has been good here today. 28 points already on the board. Here they come again.
Casey looking in toward the end zone. It goes incomplete as Simpson had coverage on the intended receiver. That happened to be Trey Walker again, so incomplete on that toss.
Trey Walker has about 2 inches on Correll Simpson, but again, the ball thrown on a line doesn't give him the best opportunity to catch it. So Wesleyan opportunity again, third and 16 on the 20. Field goal attempt still available if that's the way they want to go. Got to get him off the field. Get off the field here on third down.
Casey looking to throw. He's going to run the football, and they're going to run out of bounds around the 17-yard line, perhaps, and see where they spot it, and this could bring out the field goal unit.
Yeah, good job
for
by
Co.
Wesleyan. Good job by Wesleyan. Extending him out of the pocket, and he just takes what he can get.
And they may go for it.
4th and 13? Wow.
They may go for it. I mean, the play clock's at 16. You need to have some time to get your field goal unit set up.
They take a shot at it. I don't know what kind of field goal kicker they have from this distance. Well, this is a short distance.
Well, Ellis would be the guy that would attempt it.
You got to throw it into the end zone.
And there's a catch to Sarek, and he got the first down, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, that's a no-no. That's a no-no.
The gamble paid off for Co, and they get another 6 on the scoreboard with the point after coming up.
Wow. What a play. What a play.
Mercy. So the point after here from Ellis will be coming up as Sarek gets the touchdown catch from 17 yards out. And the point after from Ellis is up, and it is good. 10:06 to go, or 10:05 remaining here in this third quarter of action. Co's lead now 35-7 on Nebraska Wesleyan.
Co 35.
You got a group of folks up there all bundled up, huddled up.
Yeah, you better be.
Made the trip in from Cedar Rapids to Lincoln.
I mean, this is the faithfulness of football families. You know, you might be out there, it might be chilly, you're watching your son, and you hang in there with him. You know, you hang in there. Oh, you got to run. Oh, no, you call a fair catch.
And where are they going to mark the ball at? It looks like maybe the 7. So that's where Wesleyan will take over on offense. Just over 10 minutes to go here in this third quarter, and it's 35-7 Co. The Co-Hawks have rattled off 35 unanswered points after Wesleyan took control early 7-0 on a 56-yard touchdown pass from Carter Terry to David O'Connell.
So we'll see what Coach Keller dials up here. And again, I'm just the pressure has caused Terry to not be able to get the ball to, I think, likely his favorite target, Kevin Timms. He did try on that last play, threw it high, got the INT, and cashed it in.
The 3 splits on the left side. Timms is the middle receiver. He's going to go down the field, and Carter Terry is going to be taken down in the end zone for a safety, perhaps. The ball gets loose in the end zone. Are they going to rule it a safety, though?
Again, the pressure, Jeff.
Carter Terry's caught in the end zone.
And they're going to get the ball back after the safety. And they are whooping it up.
So tack on another 2, and it's 37-7 Co. And now you begin to wonder, okay, is there a breakdown in the offensive line play and not able to try to contain a much bigger defensive line. And, of course, you've got a linebacking core that's been very tough to handle.
Now, this is just a full-out blitz. I mean, they're just after him. It's a jailbreak. I mean, are you kidding? And he fumbled the ball. So, actually, it wasn't a safety. He fumbled the ball right there in the end zone. So, it's likely. Fortunately, they give him the safety. It's likely they should have gotten a touchdown. And so the offensive line has not held up as part of the bargain here. We mentioned that at the outset. You know, who's going to win? Who's going to be able to hold the offensive line of either team or the defensive line? And thus far, the defensive line of Co has just really been on point here.
Yeah.
And they're going to get the ball back after this free kick.
And the Cohawks will get it. And it's Eckert, it looks like, that's on the return, and he's going to be tripped up at midfield at about the 46, 47-yard line.
So what a benefit it is after the safety to get the ball right back.
He's tackled by Wyatt Nichols.
And you already have 35 unanswered, now 37 unanswered points. And the ball right back into your offensive hands. The defense has to be weary. Time of possession, once again, folks, 22 for Co, 12 for Wesleyan.
More than 10 minutes difference in time of possession. That's amazing. And here is Newton as he tries to cut in. He's going to be undercut and stopped at the 47.
Chance Newton carries the ball. He's brought down at the line.
Just tough here, especially this being senior day. You were hoping, you know, offensively Wesleyan could really hang in there with Co. And because of the offense not really producing very much this afternoon, the defense has been down there a lot, and they're getting worn down. So the 3-down lineman here on defense for Wesleyan here on 2nd and 10. And here is Newton on a handoff, cuts around left side, and Caden Daw is there. A fumble on the play.
Daw tried to rip the ball out, see if he was able to take it from him. They're calling for third down, down.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was ripping at it, Jeff, trying to get the ball.
And we'll emphasize this again, the defense with much more intensity here in this third quarter than where they were at maybe 2 quarters ago.
And it's just a simple lesson of any sport, of anything you do in your life, and that's effort. If you're giving maximum effort, you can't get maximum return from minimal effort. And so they're giving a better effort, and again, it's providing a better result.
3rd and 9. Pass in the flat. It's Seidel that gets it. He found an opening, and looked like Ellerby was there to get to him as Seidel got to the Wesleyan 48, going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, I've heard that there might be too much kindness going on around here. Too much kindness. But again, we're back on 4th down.
And they're going to go for it.
Going for it again on 4th and 9. Got a 4th and 17 last time into the end zone. Let's see what happens here. They're waiting for the sign to come. There it is. They just need short 5 yards for first down. Watch Seidel.
And he got undercut, and it's Simpson that came over and made the stop.
You can see likely Seidel's going to be out in the flat. Terrell Simpson made a tremendous play to take his legs out from under him and get the ball back. So this defense has found its groove, if you will. And now,
yeah, they have.
Can the offense get going?
That's the other thing. You got to hold up your end of the bargain,
but it starts with pass protection. This is the running game. As we look here, rushing yards, not stellar. Minus 20 for Wesleyan. And of course, that's with the sack. So,
and Romaine gets the handoff. as he fights his way up to about the 50-yard line. Now, how about this for an interesting stat? 19 first downs for Co, only 4 for Wesleyan today.
Well, that sounds like par for the course. my friend. They've done a tremendous job of halting an offense that really can get up and down the field with anybody. So give them a lot of credit. Their game plan has worked to perfection. And again, a little deeper drop for Terry might help.
Terry looks to throw, and it goes incomplete. It was intended.
Oh, hit the referee and bounced in the air.
It did? I thought it went down incomplete.
Yeah, it hit his foot and bounced in the air. Did it ever hit the ground? It hit the referee.
And they're conversing about that right now.
Or the gentleman in the middle of the field. It did not hit the ground, at least initially. And so if it caromed off the referee, and does that count?
Going on the field, his ball was tipped. The umpire's foot came up and was intercepted. First down.
That's the third interception of the afternoon by Terry.
Guys, you got to find that one in the truck. We got to see that again.
Yeah, they're working on the replay situation
goodness.
right now, but the pass was intended for Sam Holman, the tight end, and it bounced off the foot of the official.
I have never seen that before.
And Coe came up with the football. That might be a first for yours truly as well, because I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. I really didn't know that was a rule.
Yeah, this is what you call a hee-haw moment. If it wasn't for bad luck, we'd have no luck at all.
Well, we'll get to that replay after this first play from scrimmage here for Coe at the Cohawk 49-yard line. And it's Seidel who found an opening and gets about 8 on the play.
The bulldozer, he's just rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling.
Down to the 43 of Wesleyan. Watch this again. Here's the replay.
We took our eye off of it. It hits off of his foot. Boom, right there into his hands. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Oostendorp was the guy that came up with the football for Coe College.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Never seen that.
What an assist.
And here is Seidel again, who gets undercut, getting inside the 40, down to the 38, got the first down for Coe.
And again, this defense back on the field again. It's just a matter of time before you start to wear down, particularly as this Coe offensive line, which has been tremendous here early. I mean, throughout the whole game, actually, continues to pound on you.
5:40 and counting here, quarter number 3, 37-7 lead, as you see on your screen for Coe.
And Seidel with the 185-pound Seidel.
225.
The left leg is 185.
Inside he goes down to the 32 is
I
Seidel.
tell you what, he's handling his business, and that's his job. Again, we said at the outset we were expecting somebody else to be running the ball.
Yeah.
That has not materialized, obviously. Newton and Seidel have done the heavy lifting here today, and I tell you what, they've done it to the tune of 172 yards from scrimmage. So give those young men all the credit in the world for handling their business.
Second, we'll call it 4 here for Coe from the Prairie Wolves 32-yard line, and Newton gets the handoff, cuts back in, gets to the 30, short of the first down by about a yard or two.
So what you have there, a la the Dolphins from back in the day, or I'm trying to remember what team that had Thunder and Lightning. You have Seidel comes in as Thunder, Newton comes in as Lightning. The pounder, and then the lighter guy who comes in for speed.
345 total yards to 80. 345 for Coe, 80 for Wesleyan total yardage so far in this game.
And we got a whole nother quarter left, my friend.
Third and short at the 29. And it's Seidel who gets the carry and takes it down to the 25. Now this is kind of tough to watch and even try to swallow here, because this is certainly a game that we thought, the way things were going from the outset for Wesleyan on their first drive, scoring on that 56-yard pass play, and you thought, okay, we may have a game on our hands, but
that's right.
A couple of turnovers,
not so much,
make a difference too. Plus the way the defense from Coe has been all over that backfield for Wesleyan. And here is Seidel again.
Boy, is he pounding the rock?
He is pinballing his way through down to the 15-yard line.
I mean, he's like a road grader. He's just picking up turf and just going right across. we've been having some chippiness going on also out on the outside, Jeff. So I wouldn't be surprised at some point in time if we don't get an unsportsmanlike or a personal foul. We got guys pushing after the play, talking in each other's faces, you know. And that kind of happens, you know, when you're taking the short end of it. You get a little chippy yourself.
Penalty puts the ball back at the 29 of Wesleyan. First and long here for Co.
I'm going to have to get my crack staff on famous Co alumni. I don't know if I want to bring them up at the way this is going, but I think I will anyway.
Handoff it goes to Seidel, who fights his way through and gets down to the 25.
Nearing the first down, about a yard, maybe less.
Actually, the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Sorry about that.
So second and long here still for Go College.
Now, Jamie said I was talking about Ron Dane and Tiki Barber.
There you go.
Is that Thunder and Lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron Dane be Thunder, of course.
Oh, boy, was he Thunder.
He was a great running back at Wisconsin.
Was he a 2,000-yarder?
I believe so. And Casey eluding the pursuit from Ellerby and finally brought down at the 21.
And that's another thing about we've seen from Casey tonight. I mean, he has been very elusive. He's been near a sack, and he's found a way to get away. Maybe not for extreme yardage, but for just enough across the line of scrimmage. He's found a way to get out of bounds. And so, you know, when they replaced the previous quarterback, Maskey, with this young man, obviously they saw something, and he's proven himself to be formidable today. No doubt about it. Quite effective.
Third, and we'll call it 7. And it's Newton who gets the handoff, and he is going to be brought down around the 17. Ron Dane in 96 and 99 had 2,000 yards those seasons.
Yeah.
He's tackled by Alpaca.
And getting a score update in that from the Nebraska Wesleyan men's basketball game. They beat Minnesota Morris today, 104-92. That sounds about typical for Nebraska Wesleyan men's basketball.
These guys, I mean, if they're playing the way they have that we were used to them playing, I mean, they're going to put the ball in the basket. Coach Wellman's looking for guys who can shoot. You know, what's scary about them is they run the same play. They've been running the same offense for, you know, all these years, and nobody can stop it.
Seidel gets the carry, and it looked like Caden Don, a few others were there to make the stop short. It looks like maybe he got the first down. He had to get down to the 14.
Let's see here.
He's awfully close.
But, you know, we've seen Wesleyan, that basketball team, I mean, it's the same offense all the time.
You know, we have not seen them in person in a couple of years, obviously last year because of COVID, but
They give them the first down.
But it'll be nice to see them a few times here in the upcoming season.
Always a pleasure. They do such a great job, and such a joy to watch Coach Wellman scheme. He doesn't, you know, he's a cool customer. He might get animated every now and then, you know, if things aren't going the way he wants them.
And he's fighting for his team too, and I get that. Here is Seidel again,
and he's often trying to outdo me as the fashion plate in the arena. That's all. That's always a challenge. You know,
you are a sharp dresser. I will give you that.
You know.
A lot better than I am.
Well, the key here it is, folks, I have only four suits. 4 suits. But I have multiple shirts, bow ties. It's all about the accessories. All about how you accessorize. So, there you go. You got to coordinate. There you go. I'll work with you. Got to get to him.
The pass goes incomplete. We got games coming up here for Nebraska Wesleyan basketball, men's and women's. December 8th, that's against Buena Vista. And January 12th against Simpson. And February 2nd against Central College. Those are the telecasts we'll have here on LNK TV. So here in a few weeks.
Yeah, excited.
We'll get some time off.
And Coach Dixon, you know, he has those young ladies playing, you know, harder, a lot harder. They're very competitive. You know, so excited for men's and women's.
Casey on a draw play on the zone read. Takes it down to about the 7.
Casey carries the ball. He's met by Andrew.
And again, that time of possession, Jeff, continues to
There's
increase, go up and up and up.
it's more than 12 minutes difference.
Yeah, and so that's the end of the third quarter.
So third quarter comes to a close. We'll get ready for the fourth quarter here as Nebraska Wesleyan here on Senior Day and the home finale trails Coe College 37-7. Nebraska Wesleyan to begin this fourth quarter, trailing 37-7 to Coe College. Welcome back, Jeff Moats, John Harris, our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew with you today here at Able Stadium. And it's kind of a tough afternoon here for the Prairie Wolves on Senior Day, trying to make the most of it here in this final quarter. And they're going to go for a field goal here from Ellis. He'll attempt it. The boot is up, and it is good. And with 14:54 to play, Coe's lead now goes to 40-7. 40 unanswered points. And now look at the time of possession, John Harris. We see 31-39 for Coe, 13-21 for Wesleyan.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem, and they have had the ball in their possession, over 30 minutes thus far. 30 of 45. So,
That's $207.
and that's tough. And you said it, unanswered. That's 40 unanswered. Wesleyan scored first, folks.
That was a nice pass play they had earlier from Terry to O'Connell.
And you ask yourself, so where has it gone? It's gone by the wayside because Coe made some adjustments. They have been pressuring Terry at a rate and to a point where he hasn't been comfortable back there throwing the ball. And give credit to them for that.
Here's the kick. Guzman gets it at about the 12. And he gets up past the 30. They're going to bring him down. And now we got a scrum away from the football. And it's going to get really chippy out there.
Yeah,
if it hasn't already.
I told you it was coming.
Tony Melitti was out there scrumming away from the football with Jack Shaw of Coe. And now Timms is talking to the official, and he's frustrated.
Yeah, I knew at some point in time, we mentioned it, that it was getting chippy and that there was going to be, some altercation at some point in time. You could see it coming. It's what happens in football. And I'll tell you what, particularly on those kick plays where you got one guy one-on-one blocking, and then sometimes it goes a little bit too far. The guy extends the block, or the guy gets knocked down on the ground and he wants to, pulverize them even more. A little bit of that was going on. So, fortunately, no flags were thrown and nobody was injured.
Here's Terry, and gives it up that time to the backup running back, Logan Evans.
Good job by Evans coming in with fresh legs. Hit the hole hard. It's interesting. Timms found himself in the mix there. We're going to see a little bit of it here. Okay, so we got an altercation here. Now we got blocking there, number 30. And there we go. Drives him to the ground. We got a little WWE action here. So he's on top. He's on the bottom. He's holding on. And then somebody comes in and provides a push.
Terry eluding a tackle. Got somebody
man
downfield,
open.
and it's O'Connell at the 15, and he takes it in there. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
Oh, boy, what a job there. Again, second touchdown for O'Connell. And again, that's another 56-yarder, Jeff. Another 56-yard touchdown. Let's see, no laundry on the field. And Wesleyan, boy, did they need that.
Wow.
But again, okay, so 56 and 68. Okay, yeah, that's 68. And he's standing out there. He got behind the secondary. You'd wonder how could he have done that.
What a catch.
68 yards. Boy, that was needed big time.
Neufeld with the point after attempt. It is up, and it is good. So with 14:19 to go, your score is Cove 40, Nebraska Wesleyan 14. Let's step aside for this quick word on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences, designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.
Well, folks are all bundled up.
Oh, come on. Loosen up out there.
Have you been outside recently?
Yeah, with my fleece and hood on. Yeah, it's chilly. It's chilly out there.
There's a little bite out there.
It's chilly as Willie out there, boy. You better believe it.
Now Nebraska Wesleyan with a big touchdown pass from Terry to O'Connell, and it's 40-14 now as Coe gets the return here. And all the way up to about the 31, 32-yard line. Eckhart on the return there for Coe.
And again, once again, so Wesleyan has found some offense here. And you wonder, how did O'Connell get all the way behind the secondary? I mean, that's a big, big no-no, a bust in the secondary to allow him behind. But he got back there, nice. And again, Terry eluded the rush. The rush was there. He eluded it, got out to the right side, and then was able to loft it downfield right into the hands as he took it on home. Defense, again, has to hold it and get the ball back to the offense.
And we'll see Matt Walton. He'll be the new quarterback in there for Coe. Hands it off to Newton, who hesitates, then cuts back in and gets up to the 37-yard line. So a pick up a 4 for Newton on the play, and he may be slow getting up, maybe tweaked an ankle.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, he had big number 76 laying right on top of him. That alone will get you to lay down there for a little while. But yeah, he was looking at his ankle, and he's pointing to it now. Got twisted up in the pile, which so often happens.
You ever done one of those where you're in a game and you kind of step wrong, you kind of tweak it a little bit?
No, I've never done that. But,
I mean, it's not a good feeling. I mean, you tweak it, but you're able to walk it off. But when you turn it just right, you feel like you've gone down in a war, and you're just.
Yeah, most of the times I used to have when I was running back, when I would get tackled. I mean, people don't understand what happens when you're on the ground. All the stuff that happens when you're laying on the ground before you get back up. How many? I used to get the Three Stooges. There was no shields or face mask, on the face mask back in the day. A guy could poke his fingers right between the face masks. So I used to get the Three Stooges action, or somebody would just kind of literally be sitting on your leg and then just stay there. And then of course in the pile you get the old twisting of the foot. So he's gonna. So all kinds of stuff happens. People wouldn't even believe what happens in the pile before you get back up.
Well, he's going to get checked out. Newton's had a pretty good afternoon today for Coe.
Has he?
He's done a great job.
Along with Seidel, and now Seidel is going to be Thunder. No more Lightning. But we got Thunder now back in the ball game exclusively.
There you see Walton, the quarterback, 6'3", 230, a junior out of Anamosa, Iowa.
Now, we talked about Iowa cities, towns a couple of weeks ago. I've never heard of Anamosa. Oh, look at that. He got out of the tackle.
Yeah, he got out of a tackle, and he gets up to about 39.
You pricked my interest on Anamosa.
You got a few guys from Chicago that are on this roster from Coe. You got a number of kids from Chicago. Looking down the line, seeing if there's anybody from Nebraska.
Anamosa is not far from Cedar Rapids, just east of Cedar Rapids.
Dropping back here is Walton, and the pass is going to go incomplete.
Yeah,
he may have
Gojo.
been hit when he threw the ball. He may have been hit.
Yeah, Gojo came in and just twisted him right when he threw the ball.
There is a player from Lincoln on the Cohawks roster, Preston McBride, a sophomore from Lincoln Southwest.
Oh, look at that.
So there is a Nebraska player on this roster that we've picked up here and just kind of scanning through. So Preston McBride, sophomore defensive lineman. Don't see him out there right now. But he is from Lincoln Southwest playing for the Cohawks. Here's the punt from Ellis.
Oh, the crack staff is working hard here. So Jamie has told us the picture of the farmer with the pitchfork, the famous picture.
Yeah.
That's the guy who painted that is from Anamosa, Iowa.
Really?
Grant Wood. Grant Wood. But we know that Co has a lot of famous sportscasters in their alumni ranks.
If I remember right, Greg Gumbel.
Not Greg Gumbel.
Or
Kurt Menefee. Fred Hickman.
Yeah, Fred Hickman.
Yeah, CNN and then Fox, and then one of the individuals that who was the secretary. They used to call it the Secretary of War. James Good was the Secretary of War in 1929 under Herbert Hoover. All right, here we go again. A man open.
Play action for Terry. He's got O'Connell again at the 30. He's home free. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
74 big ones. Wow. Woo. It ain't over, folks, till it's over. Wow. Look at that.
Mercy.
How does he keep getting behind the defense?
Now remember, we got 12:31 to go in the game. Watch this again.
Boy, he let it go, and boy,
he was flying.
Woo, look at that. Wide open. Third one of the day. And boy, he has big yards. I mean, they have more yards here in this quarter than they've had the whole game.
And the point after attempt from Neufeld is up and good. 40-21. 12:31 left in this ball game. Wesleyan still got some fight left. Back after you see this. Wow, back-to-back touchdown passes from Carter Terry to David O'Connell. It's the third time they've hooked up today through the air. And Wesleyan's score now 40-21.
198 yards for O'Connell. Tim's had over 200 not very long ago against Loris.
And over-ender going to be picked up at about the 7 by Coe. And Eckhart working up past the 30, going to be stopped at about the 32-yard line.
Wow. So Nebraska Wesleyan has found some defense and has found some offense. And again, you look at this third quarter, you got the 17-yard pass to Sarek, the safety, and the field goal. So since halftime, 12 points for Coe, and Wesleyan has come alive here with 14 points so far. So, boy, let's see if they can get the ball back and see if O'Connell can get behind the defense again.
1st and 10 here for the Cohawks, working from their own 34. And back out there on offense is Casey and Caden Daw, and a few others get in the backfield and meet up with Newton to force the stop.
Mo has put on a dark jersey, folks. And the question is, did the Cohawks take their foot off the gas a little bit too soon?
Watch this again. Good pursuit by Daw, and threw him down for the loss of yards.
Boy, like a sack of potatoes. And so the defense now, boy, there's inspiration, Jeff. And there's nothing like hope, folks. The be kind message, nothing like hope. Wesleyan beginning to believe.
Casey over the middle, pass caught at the 50, spinning out of tackles is Shepherdson, and he's going to be brought down finally at the Wesleyan 42-yard line.
And you said it right, Casey back in the ball game now, and he's doing what he was doing earlier in the ball game. That's gotten them over nearly 400 yards of offense, 373 to be exact. And Casey has been just tremendous. Found a spot in the Wesleyan zone across the middle, threw a strike.
Now at the beginning of this fourth quarter, Wesleyan had 80 total yards of offense. That's now up to 221 off those big pass plays for touchdowns. And now a pass to Sarek. They're going to say he caught the ball at the Wesleyan 24 and gets the Cohawks a first down.
And once again, Casey splits the difference between the cornerback and the safety. And Sarek, nice sliding catch. And now they're moving the ball again. They say, hold it. We may have taken our foot off the gas a little bit too soon here, folks.
11 minutes to go. And off it goes Newton as they tried to undercut him. Roybal tried to get to him first, but ultimately later tripped up and stopped short of the 20 at the 21.
Newton carries the ball. He is tripped up by T.J. Roybal.
So Wesleyan, again, the defense being called on. The offensive obviously has found its stride ever so slightly, but it's just been the big play, Jeff, that they've had to count on with O'Connell. And again, Timms has been pretty much shut out today.
And you give credit for Coe's defense for doing a good job on Timms today, is denying him the ball in a draw play as Casey is going to be met up and stopped. And Busmenti is there to make the stop for Wesleyan right at the 21 for no gain. Watch this again.
Well, he puts his head in there. Look at that. Boom. And he stops him. No more forward progress. And so Wesleyan called on once again. See if this is two-down territory for Coe.
3rd and 7. Blitz being shown here by Wesleyan.
See if they take it off. But I would keep it on because you got to put some pressure on Casey. Make his decision tough. Whatever it might be.
They're trying to get through here. Casey with a pass to Walker in the end zone. Touchdown.
Another collision.
Casey's pass is complete to Trey Walker. That's good for a touchdown.
Another collision at the goal line.
Pro Rock was one of them that got hit and collided.
And see if that's Simpson as well. Tremendous throw by Casey.
Watch this again.
He splits the difference again. Throws a strike. And then they, boom. They run right into each other. Oh, my goodness.
It was Simpson and Pro Rock.
And I think Simpson, one of them's already up.
Yeah, he's sitting up now. Tough one there.
Boy, give credit to Casey. Boy. And that's a friendly fire once again. What a response by Coe. Come back with a touchdown.
And Ellis to attempt the point after. That's Evan Ellis, number 20. And this one goes wide left, no good.
I think it might have got deflected.
Point is no good. So with 9:18 remaining in the
So
game,
46-21. Coe back up by 15. 9:13 to go in this contest, or make that 25, I should say. 25 points. Up by 25 with 9:13 to go in the ball game. And we'll just keep it right here as Wesleyan still fighting away here, trying to stay in this ball game for as long as they can. And there you see some of the other Coe fans have made the trip that are braving the elements.
You got to give them credit, I'll tell you.
All bundled up today. What was it, a few weeks? Doesn't seem like it was probably about a month ago. We were wearing polo shirts and shorts, and weather was in the 70. Yeah, 75
without the thermals.
degrees.
I got 3 pair of long johns on. Are you kidding?
It's cold.
There is a nip in the air. Now let's see, Wesleyan going to get the ball back. Still 9 minutes left in this ball game, Jeff.
Guzman gets it at the 15, already up to the 25-30. Cuts back in, stumbles ahead, loses the football, and I think Coe got it back, and yeah, they scoop it up. And they're going to be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Oh, boy, we didn't need that.
No.
Didn't need that. And again, just fighting for yards was Guzman. Just fighting. And somebody punched it out at the end as he was on his way down. And a scoop, no score for Coe. Wow. The defense back on the field again. And again, this is what happens. You're fighting, trying to get as much as you can, and then he just
right about there.
Yep, number 45 puts his arm in there. Nobody can grab it. Like a greased pig, it skips out there, and now he's down the sideline.
45 happens to be Ustendorp, who
punched it out.
He's the one that got that interception off the referee's foot earlier. And the forward progress for Newton gets him to about the 22.
Newton back in the ball game after a hiatus with the foot. See, he's going to step out again. A gamer came back on after having the foot twisted just a bit. But Seidel is more than effective in the ball game. This rushing attack, 205 yards between them, along with Casey. That's about their number.
And now Seidel off the screen toss eludes Garnis.
And again, they arm for Garnis. He's struggling with that right arm. He heard it earlier. Now it's the left one. He's moving the left one now. But he's not coming out of the ball game.
Garnis, a senior out of Julesburg, Colorado.
Been a stellar player for this team.
You bet he has.
A leader. Struggled early on with some injury at the beginning of the season. Didn't see the action that he wanted to see at the outset, but has come on and has great memories. He will have great memories of his time as a Prairie Wolf.
Seidel gets the carry again. Boy, he just continues to be like a Mack truck and bounces his way through. Found a crease, stumbles ahead, gets to the 10-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal.
And Garnis may have to, at some point in time, Jeff, just come on off. I mean, there's one thing to be tough. There's another thing being wise. And every play is a collision. So you got to get him out of here, get him on the sideline. At first it was the right arm, then it was the left arm.
Yeah. Just having a tough time today, and he's a trooper.
Yeah. So you got to know when to be wise. Now it's the hitch and the giddy up. Coach Keller might just say, "Yeah, go sit down, son," but he's not gonna do that for very long.
No.
That's when if you don't want a guy to go back in, you take his helmet away.
It looks like Quinn Keller will be put in there in his place.
I remember too many times. I remember my son had a concussion back in the day, and they had tried to hide his helmet. He found it. Tried to go back into the game himself. Said, "No, we're not having that."
Blitz being shown here.
Good job, a point of attack, stopping Seidel, who's a tough guy to stop. He could be one of the offensive linemen. Solid citizen today, boy. I tell you, he's done a tremendous job running north and south.
Tackled by Isaiah Donaldson.
Been the thunder that they've needed to take the pressure off Casey, who has shown himself to be tremendous today, passing the football. 238 yards. Wesleyan has come back to get close to that. 227, mostly in the second half on long bombs to O'Connell.
And Seidel finally brought down there by, that time it looked like Caden Dog came in there, and Cole Connick.
So Seidel's over 100 yards now. And again, this is the ball control that they wanted to show, and they're showing it now. Just pounding the rock. And we'll see here in 60 minutes of football, when it's all done, they'll have likely over 40 minutes of that. That's unbelievable.
5:50 and counting here in this contest, and on the jet sweep, give it up to the ball carrier that time, which was Bishop, the wide receiver in motion. Number 10.
Hazel Crest, Illinois. And so the clock's just ticking, tick, 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 tick. They're going to take their time. You got enough points. You have the ball. You should be in no hurry. Their game plan, tremendous coming into Lincoln today. And again, you can have a plan. Nothing wrong with having a plan. The key is, will they execute it? And the team has executed it to perfection.
Fourth down here. They're going to try and lob it in the end zone. They do for a touchdown. And the catch made by Owen Worthington.
Yeah, that's the play they've tried a number of times. It did not work, but that time it does. Tremendous pitch and catch. Looks like from about the...
Let's take a look at this again.
Let's see. Again, he doesn't loft it. He kind of still throws it on the line, but only where his receiver can catch it. Both feet in.
10-yard toss to Worthington. And the point after here from Evan Ellis.
The last one was tipped. Let's see what happens here.
Snap in the hold. Here's a kick, and it is good. 53-21 our score. Coe College at one point had a 40-21 lead and have scored 2 touchdowns here to extend that lead back. Now they had 40 unanswered points until Wesleyan scored here early on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And Wesleyan was, Jeff, it looked like Wesleyan was on the way back. I mean, you're down 19, okay, at 12:31 in this ball game after the bomb to O'Connell, 78-yard bomb to O'Connell. And now you have the opportunity, but then they put Casey back in the ball game. He goes down the field, that 18-yard pass to Walker, and then, then we get the fumble on the kickoff. So, the only place you want turnovers is in a bakery. So don't want them on the football field. And I'll take cherry, by the way.
I like apple. Here's the kick.
All right, got to protect.
Guzman at the 10. Past the 20, cuts out far side 30, cuts back in around the 35, gets up to almost the 40 and another scrum. Loose football, and did Coe get it back again?
No, he's down already, isn't he?
And now we got a tie-up.
I thought he was already down.
Oh, now they're pulling guys back.
Uh-oh, there we go.
And now penalty markers are coming out.
So you can believe Timms is in there somewhere. You can believe that you can believe that if there's a scrum or a fight or Timms is right in the middle of it.
You thought it was a brawl between the Von Erichs and the Freebirds from yesteryear. Going to that Texas wrestling.
The Funks and the Valentines. All right, so let's see what happens here.
Watch this again.
Now you can see Timms right here. He's from behind. He's going to take the guy out here. Oh, little helmet action right there. Okay, so the ball's already down. Well, it's already gone. Okay, what's happening here? So Wesleyan's going to keep the ball. And then Timms comes in with a little kamikaze action. And he's still fighting. And then, okay, so the guy jumps on his back. And so he pushes him. He gets his face mask. He puts his hands in the air. And then, yeah, he's always right in the thick of it, boy, I'll tell you. Now, what happened to number 44? Number 44 was in there somewhere. There he is right there. Now, he's going to do a little talking. Now, he gets pulled out. And there's Timms.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Pitch and catch on the far side. It's complete to O'Connell. And O'Connell works his way upfield and got the first down.
Boy.
If there's been the thorn in the side of the co-defense today, it's been David O'Connell.
Oh, my goodness. Has he been stellar? And you ask yourself, Jeff, so why not, earlier? What's the deal? Is it because the defense has pulled back and giving him that space? Or, of course, now Terry has a little bit more time with them backing off. But O'Connell has been tremendous. But Tim's, boy, I tell you, he's something else, man. But he's been like that ever since, ever since we've been doing these games.
There he is, pump fake by Terry. And he's got Donnell, and it's going to be intercepted instead. It's going to be picked off by Anthony Bullard.
Yeah, that was not the play to make right there. Not the play to make. And there is that Tim's again? There he is again. The referee says, get up, get away from over here. And we saw, I don't know if you saw the game with Pittsburgh and Chicago, where they had the penalty late in the game on Cassius Marsh, I think his name is. Now on the back foot, throwing it not open. That's 3 men down there. That's not the play to make. Go down. But Cassius Marsh was walking toward the Steeler bench. He calls it unsportsmanlike. Steelers keep the ball. They get the score. They win the game. So you got to keep your head about you, your wits about you in this game. It's not just physical. It's mental as well. So we're looking for one more person for Co.
Now Matt Walton is back out there.
Okay, so they're going to – they took their foot off the gas. They put it back on. Now they're going to take it off again. Now with a nice lead here.
So 1st and 10 here as Newton gets the handoff as he pushes ahead and gets to about the 41-yard line. Maybe the 42. Let's see where they spot the ball. It looks like the 41. And it is getting awfully, awfully chippy.
Oh, yeah. And Garnis is back out there as well. He didn't stay on the bench too long.
The Funks and the Valentines, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back in the day?
Back in the day. I mean, the family of wrestling. We couldn't go to church until my mom watched wrestling. Blackjack Lanza, Blackjack Mulligan, Dick the Bruiser.
How about the Briscoes?
Pat O'Connor. Oh, always. All of them. We couldn't even go to service until we watched wrestling, man.
Here's Newton again.
I'm getting dressed. My Sunday go to meeting clothes. and before my mom decides to praise the Lord, she got to watch somebody get racked. My mom loves martial art movies.
Oh, really?
Oh, she loves those karate movies. Oh, my goodness. She will sit and watch and binge watch, with my son John. I mean, she'll watch. I don't know if you watch, Netflix has this series called The Ip Man.
Okay.
The Ip Man. She will watch The Ip Man and Bruce Lee and, oh, my goodness. I think maybe that's where she got some of those moves when I was a kid.
It wasn't from Blackjack Mulligan.
It was from Bruce Lee. Now I know. Kept me out of trouble, I tell you that. Kept me out of trouble.
Co getting the first down. They'll sustain the drive here with 2.5 minutes to go.
Kept me out of trouble back in the day. I didn't realize where that had come from.
I got to tell you, there was one time early in my broadcasting career, I was producing a Nebraska Texas A&M women's soccer game, and a fight broke out. Here's a handoff, goes to Newton, and he's going to get pushed forward to about the 49. So A&M, they're playing out at Abbott Sports Complex here in Lincoln, and we did it on the radio. I think part of the network deal was, we did 3 or 4 soccer games per season. And Gary Sharp was the play-by-play guy, and a fight broke out. And he did Lincoln Stars hockey. He was calling the brawl like it was the hockey game. And I got it on cassette, and I remember at the time I heard it, I couldn't stop laughing. And I know, the situation at the time was pretty touchy, but I mean the way he called it, it was like a hockey game. And here is Walton on a rollout and gets the first down. It looks like outside of the 45 at about the 43 of Wesleyan. But the way he called it was like he was doing a Stars hockey game. That in a wrestling match.
Oh my goodness.
Let me specify. pro wrestling match. And it was one of the more epic calls I've heard, and it took a while for them to resume the game. That's how bad it got. So
Yeah, well, you don't ever want to see that kind of stuff.
you don't want to see it, especially in this game.
No.
And they're going to take a knee here in victory formation, run down some clock, but
Well, the clock's not moving for some reason.
Matt Walton takes
Yeah,
the knee.
run the clock. Yeah, that play ran without the clock moving. So let's see what they do here. Yeah, they got enough points. This game is
it's
been over. We thought for a while there as Wesleyan was had their second touchdown from Terry to O'Connell. It looked like Wesleyan may well have been on the move, but they fumble the kickoff return, and that fumble turned into more points for Coe.
So in the all-time series, Coe will go to 5-0 against the Prairie Wolves.
Matt Walton takes another knee.
And so Wesleyan will end the season at 4-6, Coe at 8-2. And it's been a fun one.
Oh, it's been a blast. And we've seen some really great things here. Today, we thought there may have been the opportunity for Wesleyan, and hopefully we'll get some good sportsmanship here at the end, though it was chippy toward the end. I think there will be.
Yep. I think so too, and both teams are going to meet up here at the 50 to.
Yeah, once the game is over, it's over. Let it go. What happened on the field stays on the field.
And that's going to do it. Both teams meet, shake hands, and we'll call it a season for Nebraska Wesleyan as they end the year at 4-6.
Well, give Coe credit, man. I'll tell you what. Wesleyan played hard in the second half. They made the necessary adjustments on the defensive side to be able to attack the Coe offense. Found some offense themselves. Great job, great season. Good to be with you.
You too, John. We'll do this again here in about 2 to 3 weeks. We'll be back on with Prairie Wolves basketball, men and women, December 8th, and we'll have all the action for you right here on LNK TV. To our entire crew for this football season, thank you so much. They've done a terrific job behind the scenes. So for Jamie Wentz, for John Harris, I'm Jeff Moats, saying so long. Thank you for watching this afternoon. Have yourself a great weekend. Good afternoon from Able Stadium here in Lincoln.
Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network broadcast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.